Hey guys, it's Christine with My Confection Obsession, and today I'm going to be showing you how to package baked goods to ship overseas. November 11th is Veterans Day, and I first want to thank all the men and women who have served and continue to serve our country. And in honor of Veterans Day, I wanted to put together a care package of baked goods to send over to the troops. So one of the trickiest things when you are putting together a care package of baked goods is ensuring that they arrive fresh and that they're not completely broken. And I actually have done this a number of times over the years, as I did have a close friend who was serving in Afghanistan, and I got really good at sending care packages full of cookies and brownies over there. So this package is actually going to my friend's husband who is stationed overseas, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to pack this. So you guys can see I already have some baked goods ready to go, and in front of me I do have snickerdoodles. We're going to be sending homemade chocolate chip cookies as well as old-fashioned chocolate fudge, and we are going to link the videos for the chocolate chip cookies and the chocolate fudge in the show notes. So just a couple tips for you guys. You do have to be very specific in what you are sending overseas because certain things just don't ship well. So you do want to avoid anything that's super moist. So you don't want to be sending any pumpkin bread or anything like that because it can actually get moldy. So you want really sturdy cookies. So some of your classics like chocolate chip, oatmeal, things like that ship really well, but stay away from ice cookies or anything that's too moist. So another tip is, depending on the time of year that you're sending your package, you're gonna wanna be mindful of the ingredients that you're using because it does get really hot, specifically in the Middle East, and things can melt. And so a tip for that is, instead of using chocolate chips, you might wanna use M&Ms. This package is actually going in November, and so it's getting pretty cold over there, so I'm not worried about that at all. So you guys are gonna see I've wrapped these completely in Glad Press and Seal. So I started using this years ago, and I use it with every package I ship. I love this stuff, I can't get enough of it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna actually package each cookie and piece of fudge completely individual. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap the remaining baked goods that I have here. In my press and seal, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and put it into another plastic bag. So these are gallon bags, and the reason I'm doing this is we just want to keep everything airtight and as fresh as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and put each of my items, a different one in each bag, to keep them separate. Place each item into a Ziploc bag, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place it into my Tupperware. And so the size is going to be depending on the type of box that you're going to be using. So this is a medium flat rate box. I always use flat rate boxes because they get there the fastest, and the post office actually gives a little bit of a discount if you are sending it to military. So I'm going to go ahead and put these into my Tupperware. So I'm going to get a little bit creative because I can see that these are not going to completely fit the way that I've packed them. So I'm actually just going to take these out and put them into sandwich bags and separate them and see if I can get them to fit like that. My goal is to fit as much baked goods as I possibly can in one package. you can see it's pretty stuffed, which is actually good because you're gonna see that my baked goods aren't really moving, which helps them stay unbroken when they arrive. So I generally pack things pretty full, but there's so much like plastic wrap and things like that that it actually is like a cushion. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually gonna use my press and seal again. Believe it or not, this episode isn't sponsored. I just really love it that much. And I'm actually gonna wrap each of the Tupperware with this, and this puts the final seal to help keep these fresh. So I like to put a label on my packages so that they know what they are supposed to be getting. So these were snickerdoodles and chocolate fudge, and then these were the rest of the snickerdoodles and chocolate chip cookies. Box, I usually put some colored tissue paper in there just because I think it looks nice. So you guys don't have to do that, but it also adds a little bit of extra padding in the box so things don't move around. My package is almost done and it's ready to be sealed, but before I do that, I am going to write a card to put in here to go along with my baked goods. And just as a side note, the boxes do typically take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks to arrive. Especially during Christmas time, they do take longer, so keep that in mind when you guys are putting together your own care package. When you are shipping something internationally, you do need a customs form. I like to fill mine out ahead of time before I go to the post office, so that's something that you guys could also do. If you have a loved one overseas, I do hope that you guys feel inspired to send them a package. Nothing makes them feel more thought of than getting something from home. And I also hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to my channel.